Alright, so this video is going to talk about your project proposal pages, and this is the first one I'm doing for the semester. So I'm going to do it in this journal. So far, just to kind of backtrack, we have done some practice on hand lettering, and then we did, and I think there's a video for that, so if you haven't watched that, you can watch it. There's also, the next thing we did is we picked an artist, and we learned 10 facts. We had 5 drawings. We used color, and we used hand lettering to make some, we used research to make this page. So we researched about the artist. Now we're going to take this artist and draw some inspiration from their artwork and make something. So it could be that we just use the inspiration of these scalloped edges, right? Because she uses a lot of scalloped edges everywhere, underneath, above. It could be that we just use the colors. It could be that we use like this arch form, whereas this one is more like a square form. It could be that we just anything that we can use from her work to inspire ours. We are not making a copy, okay? So remember, when we're doing that, it's not a copy. So you're going to make something that is your own idea, your own artistic voice, inspired by your research. So I'm going to go to my page. And oh, I need to talk about this page. Let me focus a little bit more. Okay, so big ideas and essential questions. If you don't know about them already, the big ideas are these ones here: feelings, identity, culture, society, environment, and fantasy. And so when we make artwork, our artwork is going to fit into one of these, and then our artwork aims to answer or be the answer to one of these questions. So if you were to pick feelings, maybe you had an emotion that you wanted to express. So that would be your essential question that you are using as to help shape the theme of your artwork. Or maybe I always pick like the same few, which is environment, because I love making artwork about the environment. But you might really like making art about fantasy or your culture. It's totally up to you. So you want to pick one of these questions to answer in your artwork. Okay, so I'm going to go to the next page here. So remember I said that you can skip a page and glue them together, right? And I haven't done that yet. Here, I did half of my assignments in my other book, so I need to do them again. So I'm going to skip this page and I'm going to go here, and you can renumber. So this technically should be page number 1213. So this would be 12, and this would be 13. Okay, and so on the left-hand side, I am going to fill this out and glue it in. So let me do that. Okay, so I've filled in and glued down my project proposal, and I really had to think about this. Just go through it really quick. The due date is February 24th. That's for this semester, so in the spring of 2023. So if you're watching this after that, then you might have a different due date. I'm going to make something decorative, although it is going to have a function. So I could have done both of them. We are all making these out of slabs, except for if you want to make it out of something different. Maybe you want to make something on the wheel and then cut those forms apart, or maybe you want to pinch it all together. Your choice. Now, my big idea, I'm going to go for environment, because for me, I want to use something that I like, right? That's where your artistic voice comes in, okay? Something individual. And my question again, these are the essential questions that we glued in, is how can we protect the environment? So I'm going to use form and color, balance and emphasis, and I am going to glaze it with some neutrals or some browns, some soft, I wanted to say soft grays. And then I'm actually going to add some, it's going to be a place where I can put things, so that's kind of part of the plan too. And then it says describe in a sentence what you're going to make. So I am going to make an alcove for items that I find on a walk that I want to save or look at. And a lot of times I have beach glass or shells, or sometimes little seed pods or little sticks, or sometimes I pick some lavender from my yard or that kind of thing. Then it says, then draw out 4 or more ideas on the following page. On the drawings, list materials, tools, dimensions, and other notes. So that's what I'm going to do right here. So I'm going to start drawing and putting down my ideas, and I need to make 4 or more. So that means I either make 4 drawings of one thing that I know I want to make, or I make one drawing of 4 different things and I haven't quite decided what I want to make yet, and then after I dry them out I'll find one that I really like. Okay, so again, this is all individual, so you might choose something totally different over here. You might choose identity or feelings, culture, society, or fantasy. You might have a different question, use different things, and that's what makes it your own. Okay, so don't copy me. If you like what I'm doing though, this is a pretty common thing, then yeah, of course, go ahead and make something like mine. We can never really make the same thing. So let me start drawing. This all up, I just want to say I did change some things between my project proposal and my drawings and what I think ultimately my project will be, and that's okay. Alright, so here I said neutrals, browns, soft grays, but then when I went to go pick my colors and my colored pencils, I really thought, oh, you know, I like light blue, so I'm going to use light blue. And then as I was using light blue, you could see that I started to draw things that it reminded me of water and the oceans, and I said things that I find out that I want to save and look at, and I often go beach combing and find things from the beach. And so I thought, instead of these petal shapes, maybe I should make a wave shape. So I did wave shape here. So that's how my project process, my thoughts kind of evolve. Okay, so I had one idea, then I picked colors that kind of guided me into another idea. So you can do this in lots of different ways, but in the end you're going to have a page of 4 drawings. I did 5 because I started to get some inspiration, which is great, including the dimensions, right? And we do dimensions, we put an arrow with a line at the top and the line at the bottom and how many inches, and maybe you need to go get a ruler and figure out, well, what does 4 inches look like? You know, 4 inches versus 12 inches, like how wide, how big, the colors. So I actually just wrote the colors of the colored pencils that I used, but you could do that. You could just write the colors that you use, and then I'm gonna go and try and match these colors to a glaze color. Like, I actually already know what these two glaze colors are in the Stroke and Coat, so I'm good. But I could then come back and write above it, like this would be My Blue Heaven. In glaze, and this one would be Blue Yonder. And if you didn't know, you just take your notebook there and go look at them. I'm building it. The construction method is slab built. I also put that the thickness is about 1 inch thick, and then any details. So these were the same dimensions for all. And so that is our project proposal page, how to do one, and this is our first project. So if you're in class, you can get started on that. And if you're watching this on YouTube, I would really love your subscription. It would mean so much to me if you hit that subscribe button, and or you give me a like if you liked it. If you didn't like it, that's fine, but if you did, I'd love a thumbs up. That really helps. Thanks. Bye.